Knock, knock. Are you a gang member? Fighting crime in Chicago based on the results of a university study. A different approach. Police using a list of people deemed most likely to shoot somebody or be shot themselves. WGN's Dan Ponce tells us police are literally knocking on the doors of the West Side, letting people know they're on the hot list. Dan.
Yeah, Mark, already this experimental program is sparking controversy. Some are calling it a form of racial profiling, but others say the Chicago police are doing a good job trying to stay ahead of the homicide rate. Either way, as you mentioned, anyone on the heat list can expect a personal visit from Chicago police. The so-called heat list was assembled based on the work of Andrew Papachristos, a University of Chicago grad who is now a sociologist at Yale University. Funded by research grants through the Robert Wood Johnson Foundation, Papachristos studied murders on Chicago's West Side from 2005 to 2010. He discovered that the majority of killings were in a social network that comprises only 2% of the population on the West Side. Police Superintendent Garry McCarthy says citywide, that network of violence is made up of about 16,000 people, mostly gang members. Of those 16,000, police have narrowed the list down to 400 people most likely to shoot someone or be the victim. 25 of those people live in the 15th District, and starting today, each will receive a personal visit from Commander Barb West, who will deliver a letter detailing that person's criminal history.
At many times, people over the course of their history may have forgotten some of the things that they've done, and so this brings about a reminder to them like, hey, this is your past. Take a look at it. Take a look at it very hard. Commander West says she will spend a few minutes with each person discussing the consequences if he or she is arrested again. I think this will be a conversation of this is what your actual sheet looks like. This is your history. Based upon that, this is what you could possibly face. Police making the visits will be accompanied by a, quote, influential member of the community, such as a coach or pastor. Today, McCarthy emphasized that this new program isn't an attempt to threat these individuals.
We're telling them that they are likely to be a victim of homicide, and that they need to change their behaviors and get out of the network that they're in. We're not threatening them, but we are also telling them that based upon their criminal histories, we're going to make sure that if they are arrested and based upon public safety, we're going to get them prosecuted as to the fullest extent of the law.
People we spoke with today who live on the West Side are doubtful the program will work.
I don't think it's going to work at all. I think that the crime rate is only going to rise because they're going to do what they want to do. They're going to find little ways to do it.
I think it's a bogus program because just like profiling people, You got guys like me, I'm an ex-felon, I work right there on the corner. And they grabbed me the other day walking up the street because I had a red shirt on. They was looking for a guy with a red shirt, and I guess I looked like a gang member.
It's going to be crime, and it's going to be violent activity. It's going to be drug trafficking.
You don't think these letters will make a difference?
Absolutely not.
And we've already had heated reaction among civil rights activists. I spoke with Locke Bowman earlier this evening, a renowned civil rights attorney with the MacArthur Justice Center. He calls this, quote, an intimidation tactic that reflects incredible disrespect. Others, of course, disagree with him and say that police are doing a good job trying to prevent more homicides. Live on the West Side, Dan Ponce, WGN News.
Okay, Dan, thank you.